Am I audible? Hello, everyone. Good morning. A very warm welcome to all dignitaries, speakers, and participants joining us once again from India and across the world. It gives me immense pleasure to open day two of our international webinar on sustainable development, digital transformation, and impacts on global events. This academic collaboration is organized by KJ's Trinity Institute of Management and Research Pune in collaboration with Pramod Ramujagar Tiwari Saket Institute of Management Mumbai with our knowledge partner StepUp Solutions and an association with BrightHawk InfoTech Solutions Private Limited. Yesterday, the session gave us a rich blend of perspectives on sustainability, global challenges, and role of technology in reshaping development. Today, we would be continuing this dialogue with new voices, new insights, and new inspiration. To begin the day's proceeding, I take a great privilege in inviting our host institution's respected director, Dr. Prachi Ajeet Murkute, to share her address. Dr. Murkute has been a pillar of visionary leadership at Trinity Institute, continuously fostering research excellence and global partnerships. We are honored to have you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Zarreen. Thank you. Should I take over now?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fine. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'll just on my video. Yeah, fine. I guess this is fine, right? Okay. Hi. So very good morning. Great to see you all. And I guess we have 22 participants for the session. I have made a small presentation wherein I'll be talking about the relevance of how academics can help in sustainability, how academics can progress while dealing with this particular sensitive subject, which we all are concerned about, right? So I'll be sharing my screen with you all with my presentation. Just a sec. My screen is visible to all.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, fine. So, I'll be just like I was Zarreen and everybody, we had spoken about the topic reflection of global collaborations and academic excellence in the era of sustainability development. So, I'll be emphasizing on how global collaboration can be related to academic excellence and how we can bring everything in one on one table, right? What's happening in the Western countries, how we can bring it on a table, and how what we are doing, we can and this is only possible through collaboration. This is the emphasis of my presentation, today's presentation. So it's about I just I guess there are many new comers in the forum today. So I'd like to introduce Trinity. First of all, I'll take 2 minutes for introducing my college. I'm Dr. Prachi Murkute. I'm heading the institute as a director there, and this is under the umbrella of Trinity KJ, as it's Kalyan Jadav's education institutes, wherein we are into the core heart of Pune region, amidst of the mountains. You know, it's spread out over 140 acres of land, and we have all the amenities, facilities for the students. Progression, be it is academics, be it is sports, anything you just name it, and it's there in our campus. So I should thank our honorable founder president, Kalyan Jadhav sir, our MD ma'am, Vibhauri Jadhav ma'am, as well as our MD, another MD ma'am, Harshada Jadhav ma'am, along with our executive director, Lieutenant General Samir Kalla sir, and all my staff, my students who have been here for this particular program. And of course, I should not forget about thanking Sabah and Zareen who are been continuously supporting us in this particular area wherein we can do much better things, right? And of course, I would like to thank about my collaborators as well, Saket College, especially Prashant sir, who has been prominently helping us to go through, and also StepUp Solutions, Vishal Gosavi sir, for collaborating us as associate partners, and then wherein we are taking, it is possible for us to take this particular webinar to the next level, right? So coming to my presentation straight away now, not taking much of the time of everyone. So this is about, so when we talk about sustainability, we talk about global collaboration, we talk about academic excellence and all, like, first of all we need to understand that we are in a world called as VUCA world. That is, VUCA is VUCA, VUCA world is, right, where there is volatile situations, where there are uncertainties, where there are complexities, and where there is ambiguity. So we cannot skip these four terms and then think about sustainability, and we cannot think about the progression of, be it is academics or industry or anything. It's like, so how we call it is industry 4.0. There's something called as management 4.0 as well. So when we understand that these terms are going, these are the external factors that are going to impact us, be it is personal, on a personal front as well as the professional front. So I guess many of us have already known this, but it's very new, or maybe a new concept for the students. So whenever I take a call on talking about sustainability or the progression of the students, I'm ensure that they know about these two, three, four words, where they are going to, this is going to come on their way, in wherever they are, whatever they are doing, and wherever they are going. So now coming to the sustainable development, we are living in the world now calls a VUCA environment, like I said before, a world marked by volatile, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. In such a landscape, what I mean to say is, sustainability, digital transformation, and global events are not just academic themes. They are powerful forces that define how we live, learn, lead, and also collaborate. Right? As we reflect on global collaborations and academic excellence, it becomes clear that these forces are strongly interconnected. Together they shape it, they are ready to shape our future, which are preparing our students to navigate. First of all, I would like to emphasize on the sustainable development here. That becomes an education becomes the engine of better tomorrow. This is what I feel. Like, unless until we are educated, later we won't be able to understand the concepts, or we cannot think what how can we develop, right? That comes as a concern to me. So sustainable development is necessity in the VUCA world. The challenges we face today, from climate change, it may be, and from the climate change to the social change, right, inequality or volatile or complex situations, their demand is just a solution, that are thoughtful solutions, and of course future oriented, that would have a future impact on that. Classrooms must evolve into spaces, right, that cultivate resilience, and also resilient thinkers, where we can give a progression for the thoughts of the students, and the ideas are generated, like a lot of discussions to should take space, because I guess discussion give birth to a lot of ideas, right? I believe in that. So I always keep my classes, or I always promote my faculty to say that make it open forum, so that we can develop ideas, and these ideas are nothing but our assets for the future. So students must learn to lead responsible to the world, where decisions have far-reaching consequences, right? Academic excellence is now is just about knowledge, right? It's not about the classroom teaching, right? But about concise and compassions, right? Institutions have embedded situation sustainability into the DNA created graduates who can handle uncertainty with wisdom and integrity. Secondly, I would like to emphasize upon digital transformation, rewriting how leadership and learning can be done from the DNA. Right, that's a very sensitive subject I thought of. So in this VUCA world, again coming to this VUCA world, a digital transformation becomes stabilizing force. We always talk about different types of leaders, right? It may be transactional leader or transformational leader. So if we just ask someone the sustainable development, how we can transform this particular thing. So what kind of leader is acceptable by the employees? This that comes as a concern to us. So if we ask this particular generic question to the students or in the general public, so it's transformational. But how can we transfer? Transformation is someone who is looking to transform the shape and the culture and the system into the system, right? But when it comes to transactional, it is focusing on the target, on the task. So I believe that in this VUCA world, we need to have both types of leaders, right? That they can bring the transformation. We need to rewrite the definitions now, right? Because the things are changing such a rapid force. So we need to
Good morning.
not only focus on transformation, it's already required on the transactional leadership as well. So artificial intelligence, data analytics, and digital platforms are redefining what it means to be educated. So AI is already come. We all know it. We are concerned about it. Rather, we are enjoying the perks that AI is catering to us. Right. The future demands graduates who are not only digital skilled but digitally confident as well. They must be able to adapt quickly, learn continuously, and solve problems concisely. Now, coming to the digital transformation, also makes education borderless. So, I told you how we can collaborate internationally so that we can bring those culture on our table and we can share our ideologies and never know some by chance or some if you prove our ideas are going to be the worth of it, then we can actually come up with broaden the spheres for the same. It connects classrooms across continents, right? Turning every learner into a global learner. In the world full of ambiguity, these digital bridges help us collaborate, innovate, and stay future ready. That is the need of the hour, right? Next, I would come on the digital transformation. How impact of global evidence, how what is going to happen when we adapt these particular things and based on the shared humanity grounds. Okay, because I am from the HR background, so always think on the how it is going to help or how it is going to help um, uh, or to sustain into the humanity grounds as well, right? Recent global events have shown us how unpredictable our world has become, right? Pandemics, geopolitical tensions have come, climate emergencies are there, economic fluctuations are there, are reminders of the volatile and uncertain times we live in. But they have also taught us resilience, right? They have shown that adaptability is not only is optional, but it is essential. They have reminded us that the global unity and shared humanity are our strongest assets. Academic institutions must be therefore prepared, right? Must be therefore prepared for these uncertainties. Make the students prepare for the uncertainties. Just not because we know these generations are not ready to accept it, right? Or they are ready to accept it, but according to their norms. They feel that they are sorted, but they don't know what's kept for them in the next go. So we need to prepare them for the uncertainties. It's not for the stability part of it, for the future progression I'm talking about, right? They must learn to think clearly in the chaos they are into, to act responsibility as well in the complexity areas, and to stay hopeful in ambiguity. This is how we build leaders for the VUCA world as well for tomorrow. I'm concerning with the budding managers, so I'm leading a management institute, so obviously I'll be thinking about these things, how I'm going to build my student to face this VUCA when he steps out of the college, maybe tomorrow, for his progression. Now let me touch upon the power of global collaboration. How this global collaboration is going to help us into academic excellence, right? Uh, and let us make it very clear. Global collaboration is not a luxury. It is a lifeline now for every one of us. We should understand that thing, right? So complex global challenges cannot be solved without coming up without national borders, right? We need to cross the borders now. We need to understand what exactly others are doing so that we can merge, we can collaborate, and we can bring that at one go. And the world has become very small now, so we can it this is possible. I'm not talking which is not either in, but nothing is impossible, right? And this is very much possible. We need shared research wherein we can emphasize on the research, then shared expertise as well as shared purposes. This is what is the motive of our um, webinar also for today and for this, right? When institutions collaborate across cultures and continents, we multiply impact, right? Accelerate innovations and build a more resilient global community. That is for sure. So and that we are watching that particular, we have the evidences of this now, right? When AI is come up, or what's happening in the other world of the day, we come to know exactly, and not about AI only, but we come to know within a second what's happening in the other corner of the world, right? So it's about the global community coming together. So global collaborations nurtures empathy, but I can say broadens perspectives and anchors excellence, right? So when students engage with peer worldwide, they learn to navigate differences, respect diversity, and find solutions that transcend the boundaries, right? So let me come up with another point saying that a dynamic evolving standard. Academic excellence is a dynamic, it's very much prompt, it should be prompt, which has to come on a evolving standard, wherein this should be accepted by each and every person who is into academics, or who's here to transform the minds of the budding managers or budding students to face the future. So academic excellence today is deeply shaped by the VUCA world, as I like it. What it demands now, what exactly? So I've talked on with 4 5 points where we can focus upon, right? That needs sustainable mindset, right? That is a firm thing. When there is a mindset, sustainable mindset, then only everything starts with the mindset, I believe, right? So when you have that mindset, I need to change, then there is a possibility. A digital first skill set, so you cannot survive in the market, no, no, when we are digitally literate, right? You should have that digital first skill set on your record, right? Globally aware heart. So these are little emotional touch I'm giving you, because uh, we should know ki how the cultures are there, because we are going to work in a diverse kind of a background, wherein people from different cultures are going to have. So when the acceptability should be there, overwhelming everything should be coming from the heart, right? So then only that mindset should be created here. And of course a collaborative spirit should be there. And the as I like I've been seeing from the first slide, that is the that is we need to have the resilience to navigate the uncertainty, right? That's for the book covered. So excellence for me is no longer about scores alone, right? It's about contribution, adaptability, and real world impact. In institutions that fosters these qualities will reduce sorry will I guess I can say reduce the tensions and produce graduates, okay, who are not just employable but future. They are proving for the future. So moving forward, a shared journey. As we look ahead, let us remember that the VUCA world is not a challenge to fear, but a reality to understand and navigate with strength, vision, and purpose, with sustainable values, digital capabilities, and global collaborations. So let me aim to be educators who inspire, institutions that innovate, and leaders who uplift. Right. Let us build an ecosystem where every learner is ready to thrive in a world that is the VUCA world. So on the humanity grounds, to conclude with the things, the humanity grounds, humanity greatest strength has always been its ability to learn, adopt, and collaborate. As educators, this is our moment to lead the way. By embracing demands of the VUCA world, we prepare our students not just to careers but for life. So together in this VUCA world, we can shape a world that is sustainable. Uh, just a sec. That is sustainable, digitally empowered, and united in purpose. Uh, I think this is from my side. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Dr. Murkute, for your inspiring words and the walk through the entire institution. Thank you so much for your time. Now let
Thank you
us
so much,
hear.
Zarreen.
Thank you. Now let us hear from our collaborating institution, the Pramod Ramojagar Tiwari Saket Institute of Management, Mumbai. We are privileged to have with us Dr. Prashant Mishra, who will share reflections on the institute's contribution to academic innovation and sustainable learning. Can I please have him on stage?
Hello, good morning, Zarreen ma'am.
Good morning.
So, this is Professor Prashant, Dr. Prashant Mishra from Saket Institute Management, that is Pramod Ramajogar Tiwari Saket Institute Management. We proudly known as a PURSIM. So, in a start, I would like to say a good morning to all the distinguished guests, colleagues, and participation. And I will introduce my institute in a small, in a few words. That is, it's my pleasure to introduce my Pramod Ramajogar Tiwari Saket Institute of Management. That is PRUSIM. It is one of the premier institute which is dedicated to advancing knowledge in management and leadership development across Thane district, especially in Kalyan. It is situated in a Kalyan East in a Maharashtra, which is in a Thane district, and our institute has been established in 2009 under the Saket Gyanpit Trust, which has been committed to provide a value-based education, including education in the region. Our program is also approved by AICT, that is All India Council for Technical Education, recognized by DT, Director of Technical Education, Government of Maharashtra, and which is affiliated to University of Mumbai, and ensuring that its academic progress meet a rigorous national and international standard. We have also got a NAC accreditation. We are also in a process for the NBA, and as well as for the NRF ranking. The institute also offer a full year 2 year MBA, that is MMS, which is in a University of Mumbai program, designed carefully to cultivate management professionals who are academically proficient, ethical, grounded, and equipped to navigate the dynamic challenges of today's global business environment. Prutsim also emphasized not only on theoretical knowledge but also a practical learning through industrial engagement. That means industrial visit. We call guest lecture from industries which having a decades of experience to share their knowledge with the student, so they can get a research oriented approach, preparing the student to become an innovative and adaptive and responsible leader. So we are not only imparting a knowledge of management, but also we are looking into a CSR activities. So where the student can concentrate and where the student can learn what are their social responsibility. Last year we have taken a student as a CSR activity under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, where the student from the town, they go to the villages, the in a Jila Parishad school or in a Gram Panchayat, and they talk about the good touch, bad touch. They talk about a higher education. They talk about the social responsibility. They share the knowledge with the students, so they can be also come with a they can improve their standard of living. Secondly, guided with the motto of knowledge is infinite, Prutsim foster a holistic approach to education that integrate intellectual growth, professional skill development, and personal enrichment. The institute encourages the student to enrich in a critical thinking, entrepreneurship, collaborative project, community initiatives, creating a vibrant academic ecosystem that bridge the theory with the practice. Over the year, the Prutsim has built a reputation for the excellence in nurturing a diverse community of the learner, establishing a strong linkage with the industry, alumni, international partner. Today, its presence as an international forum reflects its committed to the global collaboration, knowledge exchange, and leadership, and underscores its mission to prepare a professional and capable, contributing meaningful to the organization as well as society and a global economy. We are also proud to represent Prusim on its esteemed platform and look forward to engage with all the participation in a meaningful dialogue and sharing knowledge. I would also like to share two of my experiences. Last year, we have a strong placement team. So the student which has been passed out in a with our institute, they have initially got 4 to 5 lakh of package, but within the 1 year, they have promoted to outside of India office. That is one of last year, one of our student has got promoted in a UAE, in a Doha market, and the package which was starting was 36 lakh rupees per year. The student whose age is 25 and getting a 36 lakh rupees package, it's very, we are into a mission of promoting or creating a global leader. That means we are thinking that we are achieving something in that. So basically, this was a short description about my institute. I would also like to share a small glimpse of our institute through a. Can I share, ma'am, screen?
Yes, obviously you can.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, it is.
So this it is a small glimpse of our institution. It is a college building. We have also have a degree colleges. So this is our MBA lobby house. This is the administrative department. This is a placement office. It is an incubation center where student can come out with the ideas. This is our computer lab. This is our library. Library is our USP. We have more than 100 of capacity. This is our auditorium rooms. So that was a small glimpse. The USP our institute is we have one of the best library in at Thane district, which has a capacity of more than 120. They can sit over there with a AC classroom, AC library, and we have more than 5 to 6 thousands of books and journals and everything. So if I talk about the sustainability, Madam Doctor Prachi ma'am already spoken a lot about sustainability, but I will speak only two to three words. Sustainability, what according to preserving current resources for the future generation. That means we have to use the resources so wisely that our objective and motto is will we also achieve, plus the coming generation will also able to enjoy the resources which we have. They should not say that already all the resources has been exhausted by our ancestors. So the wise use of resources is something related to sustainability. So last research paper which me and my colleague has written, it was something ESG scheme, that is sustainability sustainability share market. That means if any organization is there and who are into the product and services where they are working toward the sustainability or the resource management, will people opt for their share or not? So it is also today the sustainability is not has been limited to only preservation, but also the other factors. Means if some other organization is working toward it or preserving, then how people react to it, how people look to the organization in a positive way. So in short, the sustainability is one of the very important topic, and that's why we are conducting this webinar. And I hope all the participation will get the benefit of it. So I'm thankful I got a chance to speak. So I would also like to thanks my our partner Trinity Institute, especially Prachi ma'am, Dr. Prachi ma'am, Sonal, Dr. Sonal ma'am, Kritika ma'am, and last but not least the host, that is Miss Zarreen Bhagwan ma'am, for conducting. So I'm handing over ma'am mic.
Thank you so much, sir. It was great hearing from you as well as to know about the institute. Thank you so much for your time. And we also are very grateful for the collaboration happening today. It's now time to begin our first technical session of the day. I am very much honored to introduce our distinguished speaker, Dr. Firoz Khan, a global marketing academic and industry expert whose career embodies excellence, creativity, and impact. Dr. Khan is an accomplished marketing professor with over 3 decades of experience across academia and the corporate world. He holds a PhD in business administration, an MBA in marketing, and a postgraduate diploma in international fashion marketing, bringing together academic rigor and real world insights. He currently serves as a senior faculty member at Westford University College, specializing in digital marketing strategy, international marketing, luxury retailing, and market research. His teaching philosophy blends critical thinking, applied learning, and global awareness, preparing learners to thrive in today's fast engaging digital marketplace. Beyond academia, Dr. Khan has conducted corporate training and executive programs for B2B and B2C organizations worldwide, covering topics such as customer engagement, brand storytelling, digital marketing, sensory branding, and sustainability in fashion and beauty. His sessions are known for seamlessly connecting creativity with measurable business results. As a published researcher and author, Dr. Khan's scholarly work appears in reputed international journals focusing on consumer behavior, brand perception, and digital transformation. His leadership and curriculum innovation continue to shape modern marketing education globally. Currently based in Dubai, UAE, Dr. Khan is a widely recognized as a thought leader who bridges theory and practice through research, lectures, and professional mentorship. Today, he will share his expertise in how global energy shifts, technology, and sustainability values that are redefining consumer behavior in a borderless digital world. Please join me in warmly welcoming Dr. Firoz Khan. Over to you, sir.
Morning, everybody. Zarreen, am I audible? Thank you
Yes, sir,
very
you
much
are.
for this. Thank you very much for this lovely introduction. And it's a pleasure to be among all of you. So, good morning once again to everyone gathered for this international webinar. I'm truly delighted to see so many enthusiastic people, students, faculty, and respected colleagues who have joined from across the India and beyond. I want to begin by thanking KG Trinity Institute of Management and Research, Pune, BrightHawk InfoTech Solutions, and Pramod Ramujagar Tiwari Saket Institute of Management for curating such a thoughtful event. My sincere appreciation goes to Dr. Prachi, Ajeet, Murkute, Dr. Prashant Mishra, and other academic leadership. Although I'm speaking from Dubai, I feel completely at home in this conversations with India's academic community, and the UAE and the India shares centuries of connections through trade, culture, people. Every morning when I drive through Dubai Sheikh Zayed Road and see Skyline Road dotted with the global brands, Indian companies, local startups working side by side, I reminded that the borders today are more economic and digital than physical. And that is precisely the spirit of our discussion. Marketing in a borderless world. Ladies and gentlemen, we pause and reflect. Marketing has never stood still. In every generation, it has mirrored the deepest changes. When industrialization occurred, mass marketing became about differentiation. To be very honest, I did not have any presentation as such, and whatever I'll be talking, it is my experience and years of understanding about how things have been taking shape. I find that this kind of webinar which you have organized is very, very relevant in today's scenario, because the things which we are changing in a global perspectives is giving a different direction and a trajectory to whole mankind. When academicians like us come together on this common platform to discuss the contemporary and what is going to take shape in future, I think this is a very, very relevant. So, I mean, in the old, companies thought of marketers as territories to conquer. In today's world, consumer is not confined by geography. They live in what I call as the ecosystem of influence. A student in the Pune watching a Netflix documentary about sustainability might decide to buy a bamboo toothpaste or a toothbrush from a startup in a Kerala, be a climate neutral brand from Denmark. A young professional, they might follow Indian vegan chef on Instagram, order her recipe kits online, post a review that influences the bias in a London. Such action, ladies and gentlemen, ripples across border. And that is why I often tell my students that the marketing is no longer about marketing, it's about movements. It's not about markets, it's about movements. Movements don't have passports. The first major force behind this borderless transformation is, which I feel that all of you will agree with me. Artificial intelligence, analytics, and automations have made it possible for brands to know their consumer more intimately than ever before. Netflix uses data to recommend what you are watching tonight. Spotify knows exactly when to cheer you up. Amazon reminds you to record before you even realize that you are running it out. In India, I think you'll all will agree, Reliance Jio democratized digital access by offering affordable data to millions of people. Within 5 years, India has moved from one of the least connected nations to one of the largest connected digital societies on this planet. The single disruption market has changed forever. And suddenly the rural consumers were scrolling through Instagrams. Even the hawkers, I mean, you can see by the roadside, they are all scrolling. They are scrolling the reels. The small trades were even selling on WhatsApp, and students were studying global courses online. In UAE itself, the government's Smart Dubai initiatives has taken digital transformation into public life, from e-governance to AI-driven public services. Environmental nature's consumers have expected seamless technical enabled experience in every interactions, whether they are renewing a license or they are buying a coffee shop. But technology isn't just about convenience. It has the rhythm of consumer behavior. The traditional marketing funnels like our interest, desire, action, what we keep on telling our students, have really collabed into single vibe. The attention span has shrunk and the opportunity for connection has multiplied. Ladies and gentlemen, the second force which I feel is shaping this new marketing reality is the impact of global events. Over the last decades, we have witnessed a disruption of and rewired both supply chain management and supply chains and the mindsets even. The COVID-19 pandemic has really compressed years of digital evolution into months. That have hesitated to go online has really no choice but to adapt overnight. Lenskart in India launched virtual try-ons, and the Swiggy has diversified into groceries deliveries. Fit like Cult Fit provider pivoted to online classes. Globally, I mean, I think some of you must be knowing that Nike's Can't Stop Us campaign captured the human spirits of endurance, blending into empathy and the digital creativity. Even after the pandemic, global conflicts and trade realignments have continued to influence the marketing strategies. Look at the way the world is shaping up. Russia, Ukraine were reshaped logistics, pushing from Apple to diversified manufacturing into India and Vietnam. And suddenly the supply chain management has become a branding issue. Consumers began asking where products were made and under what conditions. The climate has completely changed in a way, like, I mean, it has completely disrupted the whole world. You see that when the Trump has come and he has really changed the world into a different trajectory altogether. World is really in a great pace, which we could have never ever imagined. And then the inflationary wave, climate disasters, migration crisis. Yet, amid of every disruption, ladies and gentlemen, marketing adopted. From scarcity marketing in logistics to a cause marketing for humanitarian relief, each event reveals is that marketing is not fair, whether it's clean, it's a mirror that reflects how humanity responds to uncertainties. The third force which I find is very relevant and perhaps the most defining is, I think both the two speakers have spoken, is about sustainability. What begins as a compliances requirement has now become a cultural expectation. Few decades ago, only environmental activists cared about carbon footprint. Today, ordinary consumer checks the sustainability brands they buy. I think you all will agree with me. I think some of you must have seen that Nelson IQ survey, which was recently conducted, shows that nearly 70% of Gen Z's consumers worldwide prefer to buy from eco-friendly companies. It costs more. In India, we see that some urban millennials in cities like Bangalore or Pune or Delhi or Kolkata are switching organic clothes, electric vehicles, cutlery-free beauty products. Corporations are responding. ITCs e-Chopal connecting farmers directly with the buyers, empowering villages while improvising the source transparency. Tata Power's Go Green initiative combines renewable energy with the consumer. Here in UAE, ladies and gentlemen, sustainability is a nation's identity. Hosting COP28, what we call COP28, was not just diplomatic event. It was the statement that the economic progression, the environment stewardship can go hand in hand. Dubai's Expo 2020 recently, which was conducted, dedicated entire pavilion to sustainability innovation. Is Masdar City is emerging as one of the world's first urban neutral communities. So the modern brand must now answer three questions: what to sell, how do you sell it, and why impact, and what impact does it really create? All these shifts, ladies and gentlemen, have have produced a fascinating new species in marketing ecosystem, which I call consumer marketing or conscious consumer marketing. Now, this consumer is informed, he is connected, and impatient, but also idealistic. They don't want to be so, they want to see, they want to hear, they want to respect it. And I summarize their mindset through what I call is a spectrum model. A spectrum. Now, what is this? So spectrum model precisely is a social purpose, experiential, consciousness, tech enabled, responsible, universal, and also very important is mobility. So when it comes to the social, coming to the digital tribe built around this shared passion, like gaming, like fitness, minimalization, veganisms, they have used hashtags as a social identity marketers. As far as the digital socialization is concerned, also have purpose driven. Now, when it comes to the purpose, that means they support brands that take stand. You remember Nike's Colin Kaepernick's campaign? I think it sparks controversy about Boost because it aligned with the social convictions. In Tanish's Ekativum, I think advertisement interfaith harmony created same spirit in the courage and empathy. Also, this is experimental. Now, they value experience over possession. Starbucks sells community more than coffee. Airbnb sells belonging more than accommodation. Taj Hotels in India sells Tajness more than the luxury. And also, this is conscious. And they research ingredient, they research sourcing and working conditions before purchase. So the whole consumer mindset is very different. Take an example of Body Shop or maybe a Forest Essentials and a Mama Earth. They thrives on transparency. Another important thing in this whole model is about tech enabled. Using from a QR menu in cafes to chatbots to consumer care, digital influence is not negotiable, ladies and gentlemen. India's UPI system is the envy of world. It possesses so more digital transaction monthly than the entire population of Europe. Responsible. Again, the mindset is moving in this direction. The people hold the brand accountable. Silence on the environmental or the social issues can damage credibility faster than the pricing mistake. And again, in this whole world, it's universally connected. In the mindset of the consumers, they cross culture effortlessly. Dubai teenager might keep K-pop, wear India streetwears, and orders an American sneaker same week. So this universality has really shackled down or broken the barriers. And finally, the consumer is mobile, highly mobile. Their entire world fits into that 6-inch screen in their palm. The smartphone is just not a device, it is an identity hub. Marketplace and the classrooms combined. So I think these spectrums of behavior is crucial for marketers and educators like all of us. And it reminds that the data analytics alone cannot capture human nuances, empathy, and context still matters a lot. Another profound shift, which I feel, is that the marketing has moved from persuasion to participation. Now, that is a new trend, and I think people are thinking about it because it is not just to tell you. Look at how did Hilton or maybe Taj or maybe 4 Point Sheraton positioned themselves few years ago. They all did their advertisements to drag the customer in. But the shape in the digital world has taken by Airbnb. And see how Airbnb is doing it. It is the consumer who has become their brand ambassadors. And the consumer, the one who are participating and who are talking about them. They're walking talking brand for Airbnb. They share their experiences. And ladies and gentlemen, in this industrial age, brands brought messages. In the digital age, consumers co-create them. Hashtags, challenges, memes are the new billboards. I think you all will agree with me when I say that Coca-Cola launched that campaign. I think most of you must have seen on YouTube, Share a Coke, inviting people to print their own names on the bottle. It wasn't just selling a beverage. It was selling a personal connection. In India, look at the way this Fevicol, that witty real-time advertising during the national event, and the Amul's recent advertisement, the Indian women have won the World Cup. This topical cartoons continues to show how brand engages through conversations and not a monologue. Participation also leads to co-creation. Beauty brands like Nika constantly crowdsourcing feedback from its online community, adapting products online to emerging preferences. Automobile companies invite consumers to customize interiors virtually before buying anything. So these interactivities transform consumer from audiences to collaborator. In UAE, I think some of you, those who have visited, must have seen that the retail giants like Majid Al Futem are integrating a loyalty program that rewards not only purchase but also engagement. If customer attends a sustainability workshop to share eco-friendly tips online, they earn points. The relationship between the consumer and the company becoming a partnership built on shared values. Yet, the deeper we go into data, the more we encourage paradox. Personalization delights consumer before, but also raises questions of privacy. The same algorithms that tailors experience can also manipulate behavior. The Cambridge Analytica scandal that reminds all of us that the digital intimacy comes from the ethical responsibility. Governments are responding. Europe Union's GDPR, I think that law, which all of you must be knowing about that. India's Digital Personal Data Protection Act and UAE new data protection laws all emphasize transparency and consent. For marketers, this means that the trust has become ultimate competitive advantage. Students often ask me, sir, what will matter more? Is it creativity or is it? And to be very honest, my answer is ethics will always matter most. Because in the world where AI can generate ads, not only integrity can generate loyalty. So as educators, we all must prepare students for this reality. Marketing education cannot confined it to just 4 P's, what we keep on telling our students, like price, place, product, and promotion. It must also evolve into 3 more P's, looking at the sustainability, looking at the world in the trajectory in which we are moving forward, which is purpose, planet, and people. Because I think these are some of the very important things. For example, at Westford University College, where I teach, we try to connect classroom theories with the global reality. We discuss how TikTok changes the attention economies, how Patagonia as a brand integrates activism into apparel, how India's fintech startups are revolutionizing microfinance, and how Dubai's real estate branding attracts a global investor through emotional storytelling rather than price. So the scope is shifting. Our learners realize that marketing is not soil subject. It is not isolated. It is not a watertight compartment. It's the operating system of modern lives. It touches psychology. It touches sociology. It touches AI. It touches ethics, and it touches all of them at once. So let me put a story with all of you. Last year, I mentioned a group of MBAs who launched online fashion accessories brand called Desert Threads. They sourced eco-friendly fabrics from India, designed in Dubai, marketed through Instagram Reels, and shipped worldwide via Wi-Fi. And within 6 months, their top customers were in Germany and Canada. None of them had ever traveled to these countries, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the borderless world in action. Creativity finds its audiences without a visa. So this story repeats everywhere, from Indian handicraft sellers to Etsy to UAE startups, often offering AI-based Arabic language to borders or dissolving into through the politics, but but or through participation in the digital markets. However, success in this environment is cultural literacy, very very important. And culture, as Madam Murkute, when she was talking and giving her presentation, she especially emphasized on that, because we are living in a cosmopolitan, not only cities, but in a world. You just cannot talk to every audience in the same way. The sustainability message that appeals to the Londoner may not to consumer in Lucknow or maybe Pune unless it connects to a local reality. Hence, the art of globalization, thinking global and acting local, remains extremely vital. Introduced Mac Paneer in India and Mac Arabia in Middle East. Both respected religious tastes while maintaining the global consistency. Look at IKEA's Ramadan ads in UAE that celebrate together the iftar table. Providing a localization is not nice. It's a respect. And all these example points in a deeper question: what is value? So, ladies and gentlemen, in past, values was economic, the equation between cost and benefit. In today's world, values is more emotional, it is ethical, it is experiential. Consumer want to know just what you sell, but they also know why do you exist. That is why brand like Patagonia's ask consumers to repair rather than to replace. It's a sound anti-business, yet it profits because of authenticity sells. In India's, I think you all must be knowing, crafted. They have this thing called crafted responsibly, and the campaign ties artisans to sustainability, creating emotional bond and emotional value that outweigh the discount, 25%, 40% discounts. And we are all allured or attracted towards this thing. But now the scenario has completely changed. Even the luxury brand are shifting. Gucci's Equilibrium project commits to carbon neutralization. Louis Vuitton experiments that digital art NDFs to appeal its Gen Zs. The message is clear. Luxury is no longer about excesses. It's about ethnic combined with excellence. From my vintage in the UAE, I see the region emerging as a laboratory of borderless marketing. With over 200 nationalities living in the one city, Dubai is a case study of a multicultural consumer behaviorism. A single mall here sells to Emirates seeking heritage brand. Indians looks for value. Europeans chasing for trend. Africans are exploring aspirational identity. The marketing challenges is immense. Yet it thrives only because the city understands the diversity as an asset, ladies and gentlemen, and not as an obstacle. Events like Dubai Shopping Festival, which I think all of you must be knowing and many of you must have experienced. Expo 2020 showcases how experiences can unify audiences. During Expo, the Indian Pavilion attracted 1 million visitors, which recently, and I was one of them, I witnessed that, and generated billions in trade lead. The UAE Pavilion theme, connecting mind, creating future, demonstrated that no branding is no longer about countries competing. It's about nationals or nations collaborating through shared narratives of progress. So, talking about Dubai as a living laboratory of the multicultural marketing, it's an example how diverse, when understood and embedded, becomes a strategic strength. But diversity is not only a half story, ladies and gentlemen. The other half, and perhaps the most powerful one, is digital transformation. the invisible force that is connecting with diverse experience into shared marketplaces. You see, digital transformation is not just about having a website or a social media page and app. It reimagination of how value is created, how value is delivered, and how this particular value is sustained. It's also about technology enabled relationships, not just actions. Think about this. In 2010, only 2 billion people were connected to internet connection. And today more than 5.4 billion are online, and nearly 90% of them access through their mobile devices. Look at India. In India, the average person spend almost 7 hours a day online, while in UAE, digital penetration exceeds more than 99%. And this is not a trend, transformation of human behavior. When I teach digital, I often say that internet has changed two fundamental truths about business. The first is the speed. Things happen in the real time. The second is scale. Even the smallest idea can reach to millions overnight. Look at the success of Zomato's witty Twitter campaigns or Amul's typical ad and the funny ad which is Brinken, or even the Blinkit's 10-minute delivery model. These are not just marketing stories, gentlemen. They are reflections of how new consumer psychology or consumer psyche wants that expect instant gratification and constant engagement. And this is where the digital transformation gets interesting. For decades, marketing followed a linear logic, awareness that leads to interest, which leads to desire. Like we all taught this IDA model to our students, and then this leads to action. But ladies and gentlemen, and dear academicians, in today's hyper-connected ecosystem, the linear path is gone altogether. Consumer jumps between platform, the prices in seconds, read peer reviews. I mean, you all see yourself when you go online to buy any product. First thing what you do, you look at the stars, how much it's given, or look at the reviews. And once you are satisfied with the product you have not bought for the first time, second, you go there and then you look at the YouTube videos and how the product is being uncovered, how the product will look like, how the product is there. So you would jump between these platforms to compare the prices in seconds, and then they decide. And sometimes they abandon the purchase simply because of the single bad review or maybe a delayed delivery. So the power equation has shifted completely. Now in India, UPI revolution as sharing is a shining example of how digital convenience build the behavioral loyalties. UPI transaction, I think, if I'm not wrong, crossed maybe 14 billion, something like that in 2025, according to the National Payment Corporation of India. I'm a little bit not very sure about the number, but the simplicity of this scanning QR code has turned mobile phones into wallets. It has turned into banks, even in the credit systems. Now imagine the data embedded into in those billions of transactions. It's into what people buy, when they buy, how often do they buy, and that's the gold for the marketers who know how to use it responsibly. So data is something which is not I mean things to possess for the market, but it is the gold mine. In UAE, the transfer is equally fascinating, but slightly different in the rhythm. In UAE, the government's vision of 2031 explicitly promotes digital innovations across the sectors, from retail to real estate, from healthcare to education. Dubai's malls are now data ecosystem. Walk into the Dubai mall, digital screens analyzes your foot, predicts the crowd movement, and display the tailored ad based on demographic. There's a hypermarket of Carrefour. I think some of you might have heard of a French company. Now, Carrefour's smart trolleys track the purchase history and recommend complementary product as you move through the aisles. Even it gives you a discount on the product which you have not bought, and they want you to buy that particular product. Kind of, lays the sharp precision consumer engagement what we are going. And this is not a science fiction, ladies and gentlemen. It is happening right now. It is happening it here. And with this great data comes great responsibility. A Deloitte survey last year found that almost 76%, 75% of the consumer globally are worried about how company uses their personal information. And that's the paradox of digital age. Consumer want personalization, but they fear intrusion. They fear that people might not come into their lives. And that's to me a crucial insight in digital economy. Trust is the new thing. If you can have more advanced analytical system, the best AI tool, and the smartest content strategy. But if people don't trust you, they will age. So trust is fragile, and in the age of social media, it is very very visible. Single tweet can destroy brand reputation. Remember the case of United Airlines forcibly moving a passenger from a flight? I think that video went viral, leading to 1 billion loss in the market capitalization for airlines within 48 hours. And on the flip side, brand like Zippos, which focuses obviously on the customer satisfaction, have built a cult loyalty without extra big advertisement spent. In India, Tata Groups remained a beacon of trust because it's a long-standing ethical foundation. Even in the digital era, when the competition is intense and the price war is very common, Tata's brand promises, I think you all must be knowing, what is it? Leadership with trust, which really resonates across generations. In UAE, Emirates Airlines continue to rank among the world's most admired brand for similar reasons, which is reliability, which is trust, which is consistent emotional connection. I think some of you might have seen where the woman is holding that play card and standing on the top of the Burj Al Arab, and a chopper is going, and then she's saying, "We are Emirates." You know, while data is the oil of digital economy, I feel that trust is oxygen. Oxygen. You know. Now let's talk the most debatable force in marketing today, which is artificial intelligence. Zarreen, I mean, I just want to come, like, I mean, do we have a time, like, or do you want me to cut short it, like, because
It's fine, sir. You can continue. It's up to you. If you want to cut it short, we can cut it short. If you can deliver, then
okay,
nothing like
yeah,
it.
fine. I'm enjoying that because it's a very very good platform which you people have provided, and you have joined all the academician and all the people in this thing. It's a wonderful theme which you have given to this whole presentation.
Thank you, sir.
So yeah. So in India also, like, I mean, if you look at the HDFC Bank uses AI chatbots for 24/7 customer services. Flipkart uses predictive analytics to recommend products, and Byju's employ AI tutors that adapts learning based on the students' insights. In UAE, there is a company called Noon.com, which is competitor to Amazon. It uses machine learning for inventory forecasting, while Kareem employs another company, Kareem employs predictive algorithm that matches the drivers and riders more efficiently. So these innovation, ladies and gentlemen, make marketing smarter, but they also challenge marketers to reinvent. Because while AI can predict human behavior, only empathy can interpret emotions. When a student in your class tells you they understand something, you know from their eyes whether they really do or they don't. So the same true is in marketing. Human still matters a lot. And that is why I believe marketers must be both data scientists as well as the storyteller. Be comfortable reading a spreadsheet and also sitting up with the people and understanding, holding their hand, exactly not holding, in a way, like empathizing with them. And competition must coexist, you know. So I think these are some of the things which we can in this whole era, because I as Zarreen has given me time, she is very generous to me, but I think there are other people also maybe in the queue. but I really appreciate that whole thing is. So before I close, let me just take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude, Zareen, to BrightHawk InfoTech Solution, whose vision is to coordinate and more this platform possible, and KG Trinity Institute of Management and Research, Pune, and Pramod Ramujakar Saket Institute of Management from Mumbai, and for bringing up the academia and the industry together with such a purpose. To all the distinguished dignitaries who have shared their insights, and most importantly to the students and the faculty, you are the reasons we have gathered and are having this kind of seminars and meetings. When I started teaching over the decades ago, marketing textbooks were printed black and white, and today world we study in the augmented reality and 3D and holograms. But one thing that has not changed, it is the learning still begins with curiosity. So I leave with this message, whether you become an entrepreneur, researcher, educators, you keep on asking questions to yourself. Challenge the assumptions, blend the technology with humanity, and remember that there is a borderless world, and your ideas can travel faster than you can ever imagine. If they are rooted into the authenticity and they're in the purpose. So the future for the marketing belongs to those who connect, those who don't just conquer the customer, but they empathize with them. They blend the technology and they blend with the humanity. So thank you once again for inviting me and sharing this journey with all of you. May we all continue to learn from each other, collaborate across the borders, and build up a generation of marketers who are compassionate, who are passionate, who are literally driven, and who are competent. So thank you very much. I wish good success and aspiration to all of you. It has been a wonderful time I've spent with all of you together. God bless you all. Thank you very much once again, Zarreen.
Thank you so much, sir. Uh, do we have any questions before we give him a farewell?
Because I have to catch up another meeting. I have to go to.
Oh,
I have an
okay, okay,
executive
okay.
batch coming.
Thank you so much, Dr. Khan, for that brilliant and forward-looking
Appreciate.
presentation of yours.
Zarreen, appreciate.
Thank you. Your insights into global markets and sustainability has truly captured the spirit of transformation in the 21st century. Thank you so much, sir.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Cheers.
All right. So thank you everyone for this, for attending patiently. For next session, we still have some 5-10 minutes as the speaker was supposed to join us at 11:30. I would like to know what questions do you all have? Do we have any questions?
We would like the participants to interact to make this session more engaging.
Correct. Can
Hi,
I
Zarreen.
have-
Good morning.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Great speaker, great interactor, great session what he held right now. And actually, he just touched upon most of the basic points that you would be looking for in the topic given like this. So yes, now hoping the student body who's here, they just come up with certain things and share their insights into the same thing. So come on. I know some of our students are
Exactly.
also there.
Exactly. There are students by Saket, there are students by Trinity. I know people are attending, people are listening. I would really like if somebody would come up and speak on the topic. I would like to know their perspective as well.
Well, I think some of them might be just preparing for their paper presentation. But yeah,
I can see so many people, Dr. Nidhi Khare, Dr. Rajesh Kota. I would really like to know, the experience they all face in day-to-day life regarding these topics. Dr. D.B. Jani. Uh, yes, sir.
Presentation, madam.
Okay, it's fine. Till we have the speaker coming up, we can take the presentation. That's fine.
Yes, okay, madam. I will upload my presentation.
Okay. No problem, sir. Go ahead.
This is about my present designation. I am associate professor at the department of. My voice is audible, madam.
Yes, sir, it is.
At Department of Mechanical Engineering, Government Engineering College, Bhavnagar. The college institute is affiliated to the Gujarat Technological University, GTU, Ahmedabad. This is about my postal address and all, about my educational qualification. Completed my undergraduation in the year 1999 from Bhavnagar University. Completed my post-graduation at the Gujarat University in the year 2009 and completed my doctorate from IIT Roorkee in the year 2017. So basically, my PhD is research to the air conditioning system, and the title of my thesis is Performance Study of the Solid Desiccant Vapor Compression Hybrid Air Conditioning System. So I go through many software exposure during my research study that is called MATLAB, Transient System Simulation, Transbuild for building simulation, Fortran and C languages. This is about my academic experience. I am in teaching experience since year of 2000 and then go through various institute at the different positions starts from lecturer to associate professor. This is about my research area about solid desiccant cooling, transient system simulation, artificial neural network, exergy analysis, modeling simulation, thermal system design, and renewable energy. This is the different journals. Why am I providing my honorary service as a reviewer to the reputed journal groups of the different publications? These are the different subjects I am going to taught at the UG level as well as the PG level. This is the skill and knowledge I have got developed during my educational academician journey. Know various tools and technologies, have the industrial knowledge about the different fields and interpersonal skills and soft skill. Different languages I can know about speak, read, and write. These are the different portfolios I have handled over to my
Sir, you better
institute
come to the
level.
presentation.
Okay. I have how many minutes remaining, sir? So these are the different portfolios. Now I am going to share about my topic, desiccant based cooling system. My PPT is visible, sir? Hello, my PPT is visible, sir? Please reply.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, desiccant assisted dehumidification and cooling systems as an innovative HVAC technology. So, all about my introductions, I am getting it through previous. So, this is amelioration in the field of desiccant cooling about the number of publications and research activities going increasing day by day as far as the research expand its horizon by including the renewable energy as well. So, first of all, about the thermal comfort is the state of mind which express satisfaction with the thermal environment, and it has depend upon the many factors such as meteorological, physiological, psychological, clothing activities, etc. There are different standards for providing the ventilated air in the different conditions, rooms, and applications may be varied, and it's now hindrance based on the concurrent environment. In early days, evaporative cooling is the basic methodology used for conditioning the air. But later on, with the invention of a vapor compression based system, we may have provide cooling by conditioning the air through the evaporator coil. But there are many limitations regarding its low dew point temperature. Its results into overcooling. COP of the systems decreases as far as the energy and overcooling. So this how the conditioning is shown over to the psychrometric chart. But there is an alternative way for reducing the humidity separately by a condensation heating and chilled water system, similar other system. But as far as the concern comparison, desiccant cooling is the kind of system where you can get a comparative benefit in terms of maintenance of average reactivation temperature and COP as compared to the relevant other technologies. So this is required by the cost of handling the humidity is high, and when building is becomes uncomfortable when humidity becomes 60 plus relative humidity. So fresh ventilation air is required where the large human gathering is there. So these are the different problems that can concern over to the current, and these are the comfort conditions required. Generally, we may have required control over to temperature, humidity, air ventilation, and cleanliness. So basic number of problem is that you have to maintain the humidity. With the graph, you can show within some narrow range, you may have find a minimum growth of the infectants within the environment so as to maintain the humidity into a range of around 50%. So these are the different techniques, conventional technique used for day by day as far as the ambient is concerned. A cell of HVAC equipment grown upon day by day. So desiccant cooling is the kind of innovative technique in which we may have first passed the air through the dehumidifier, then cool it to the conventional coil. So the temperature requirement maintenance over to the cooling coil is very low as far as we may not have to maintain very low temperature to remove the humidity, which gets removed prior into the dehumidifier. So far as the process is simple. So there are many advantages of this system. It may be environment friendly, significant energy saving, air quality is high, cleanliness is concerned, major infectants get removed by stitching over to the surface of dehumidifier, and there is a scope of integration of the system with renewable systems like solar energy, wind, etc., which is free as far as waste and natural gas-based primary energy. These are some salient features of the system. So desiccant cooling systems at a time can be a great combination of clean energy, clean environment, and the similar. These are the different types of desiccant materials and systems used. This is the principle. Initially, the moist air passes through the dehumidifier, where because of the pressure difference, air loses its moisture, and under dry condition, exiting the dehumidifier may get entered to the evaporative cooler, and then it can cool according to the conditions requirement. These are the type of solid desiccant and liquid desiccant cooling system. Comparison of performance of the different desiccant material available nowadays. So these are the few more theoretical cycles and their comparison operating over to the desiccant cooling, different hybrid system used for the purpose of providing good ventilation and air quality to maintain the necessary oxygen level within the environment. These are the different alternative sources for provision of reactivation heat, how the construction of the system, which are the different applications of these systems, like supermarket where large area is to be ventilated, theaters, hospital where occupancy of human is greater, and some hospitals where fresh air is always the demand. These are the different types of rotors available in the market. Internal view of the dehumidifier, how to be operate during the operation. These are effect of different parameters over to the system. These are the different instrumentation parts, and these are the schematic layout of the system, performance parameters for the system, and how the system can be affect upon the different parameters. So with the applications and in the different field, we may have incorporated into the same. Now, different calculations by the kind of concerned time limit, we may not get much of the detail part, but I can show you here now about the uh, different history as well as timeline for the system, and which are the scope and objective of the system for further research. These are the experimental setup we prepared at the IIT Roorkee, room and test specifications for the same uncertainty analysis, and these are the summary work can be carried out, and how the mathematically and process simulation modeling of the system. How can we prepare ANN model and got the energy performance analysis through exercise. And the system is performed with the different other similar kinds of aspect system. And with conclusion, system can be a supplement by explaining the climatic applicability of the conventional system. These are the reference book for the further research. So I am very thankful to the audience. And as far as the time limit and this opportunity given to me for presenting myself. Thank you. Any questions from the audience here now?
Thank you so
Any
much.
questions from the audience?
Thank you so much. Let's just give them a minute to think. Are there any questions?
Is there any questions from the audience? Okay, thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir. We'll just wait for 2 more minutes. Let Mr. Aliasaf join.
For award, madam, what is the time to have a present
It
our
will
system?
start after this session, probably around 1 o'clock.
Okay, okay.
Let's just wait for 2 more minutes. Till then, you all can have a small break, a water break, or if you want to freshen up, let the speaker join. Dr. DB Jani, you can stop sharing your screen.
I have stopped now sharing for my screen. Is there available the message about on the screen of you, madam?
It is still showing.
Still showing. So
Madam, if you don't mind, if next presentation will take a little more time, and meanwhile I can present, if you permit it.
Now I stop sharing my screen, madam.
Yes, sir.
Can you
Yes, sir.
confirm?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
It has
Thank
stopped
you.
sharing. Dr. Rajesh Koda, yes, you can go ahead. If it is okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, please tell me. No issue, ma'am.
Yes, please go ahead. Till then, I can ask Mr. Ali Asaf to join. You can continue with your presentation.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. I thank the organizers for their dedication and efforts for for the development of the education system. Because I've been observing their initiative and towards the promotion of the academics and the academic values and the knowledge. And I'm s- uh, I'm so happy to be participating in this international webinar. I'm going to share a few ideas with regard to the sustainable development and the social exclusion in India. Usually, when we talk about the sustainable development, and we speak with regard to the economic development, GDP, infrastructure, buildings, and all these issues with regard to the economy. And in fact, this sustainable development is very comprehensive idea, which actually combining the overall development in a society. So therefore, what is sustainable development and what is social exclusion, and how these are the connected, and what is the reality in India, in with regard to understanding the sustainable development and the social exclusion. As I stated that when we talk about the development, we often think of, all these economic infrastructural issues, but the development is much more than, and it's also about the people and the fairness and the dignity and the justice, and these are also part of the development and with regard to the society as a whole. And your progress benefits only few and the leaves many behind. Can we really call it as a development? Because and where the social exclusion and particularly it actually focuses on how people are actually abandoned or away from these the so-called the developmental activities in India. Therefore, idea sustainable and the inclusive development becomes very the important. In India, so while we made great economic progress, we still face serious issues of inequality and exclusion. And that's what we would like to explore, the how the inequality, what are the basis for these inequality and what actually prevent, the exclusion in India. And let us begin with the development. What is the sustainable development? Then we will be understanding what is the social you know exclusion. The term sustainable development was defined by the Burden Commission. Almost this was the world the level commission, and it's in the 1987 they actually described what is sustainable development, and it said that development should meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. And in simple words, it means growing in a way that's economically strong, socially fair, and environmentally responsible. Because where now we see that particularly last the 30 years after the 1990s new economic policies, and particularly in the light of the globalization, how these globalization and new economic policies are actually manifesting inequalities and destroying the environmental atmosphere in India. Therefore, in simple words, it means growing in a way that's economically strong and socially fair and environmentally responsible. And these are like the three pillars of sustainability: the economy, society, and the environment. When you think about the sustainable development or sustainability, and these idea mostly is associating with the three important the components: economy, society, and the environment. And even one of them is weak, the structure cannot be this strong, because this is the composition where the idea actually consisting all these sub ideas. So therefore one is one is lacking, and the idea is sustainable development is handicapped. So therefore, now we would be now no, I'm going to give a brief description with regard to the social exclusion, and particularly social exclusion with regard to the India. Now let's look at the other side, and India, not just in India, and you see the across the global political economy, and how this global political economy excludes the people, and even the world, the world in the world global the process. Now let's look at the other side of the social exclusion. Social exclusion happens when certain people or group are left out of the mainstream, not because they lack ability, but because of barriers created by the social society itself. And because now actually in the modern times, particularly when we think about the economic development, and usually the merit ability the matter, but people, they have ability, they have merit, and they have skills, but despite of having all these things, since their birth, okay, their gender, their location, and excludes them from the mainstream developmental the activity. So that is exactly called the exclusion in India. The exclusion can be based on the caste, gender, religion, tribe, region, and disability. It shows up in many ways, and and particularly where the low educational opportunities, low access to healthcare, and limited jobs options, and sometimes even lack of the political the voice. So while some people move ahead quickly, other they forced to watch from the the sidelines. This is what exactly the social exclusion, and this is not pertaining to the Indian society. The social exclusion across the world, particularly being a political science student, I can tell that from the ancient period to even modern period, there are many political scientists, particularly Plato, and even in the modern times Rousseau, Habermas, and the Karl Marx. There are many political philosophers. They were little conscious towards the modernity. And one of the great philosophers in the political science, Rousseau, stated that actually how modernity harms the society sometimes. If you can't understand the idea of the
Yes.
modernity, and if you can't understand the limitations of the modernity, and it would
What?
definitely harm the society. So so therefore even there is the substantial theoretical background in to understand these the social the inclusion. Now when it comes to the Indian reality, India story is full of the contrast, because you might be knowing that how and Indian society is very dynamic and composed with a lot many diverse the factors, and it seems to be very complex, right? So we are one of the fastest growing economy in the world, but we are also the home to some of the largest pockets of the poverty. And we have world class universities and digital startups, but also villages where children still walk miles for clean and water and basic schools. And reports from the Niti Aayog and UNDP show that groups like Dalits, Adivasis, minorities, and women ahead families are still at the margins of the development. So
Excuse
that,
me, Mr. Rajesh Pata.
yeah,
Could we please move ahead for the conclusion of your research?
yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, madam. So therefore, where that there are challenges, than before us, and particularly before us, which means being an academician, being a student, okay, and being a citizen of India, and we need to understand these challenges. And we actually, if you confine to the sustainable development with regard to the economy, and that would be the handicap. The economic development, which actually, which will bring the development in overall sense, particularly the way which actually resolves the problems with regard to the gender, resolves the problems with regard to the with regard to caste, color, and minority, in terms of all where the people, some these people are away from the mainstream developmental activity, not because of their ability, not because of their capacity, because of their the background. So therefore, where these would be the very important insights or the elements to understand the sustainable development. If you resolve all these the problems, then we can imagine sustainable development in India. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rajesh Kota. Thank you for your presentation. Shall we move ahead now?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Thank you. Give me a minute. Can I have a confirmation? Mr. Ali, are you there? Mr. Ali Asaf, are you able to hear me? Can we have a confirmation from your end?
Yes.
All right, all right.
Am I audible to you?
Yes. It is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker for the day, Mr. Ali Asafi, joining us from Republic of Chad. Mr. Asafi is currently pursuing his Bachelor's of Commerce application, honors with research at Symbiosis International University, India, specializing in data security and data-driven digital systems. He has worked on multiple projects in encryption frameworks and data analytics, including his recently accepted international conference paper titled Intrusion Detection, Network Isolation and Firewall Filtering using the DCS algorithm. Mr. Safi's research interests lie in understanding how digital technologies drive business transformation, social development, and national economic growth, particularly across Africa. In his session today, Digital Transformation, Africa's Path to Sustainable Growth, he will discuss about what digital transformation truly means, how is reshaping key sectors in Africa, Real world examples from across the continent, how global events have accelerated adoption, and what priorities Africa must embrace for sustainable progress. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Ali Asafi.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. As I know, my name is Ali Safi, as Mom already said. And today, on this specific topic of becoming the Central Nation Development agendas across the world, which is the digital transformations and its effects on Africa's growth and emerging opportunity for India, which has the best things for Africa and India, which is the digital future. First of all, the digital transformation is not merely a technical trend, and also it represents a fundamental change in how societies in Africa and in India is growing. So it creates how business creates and the value that digital transformation, the governments of the digital world, and also the services that it can deliver to the countries in Africa and also with the best collaborations in India. Uh, First of all, I have key points that I'm going to speak about. The first of the things is how the digital transformation means, then how it's shaping the key sectors in Africa. I will be bringing some real examples in African countries and how it helped them to grow. Also, I will be showing what Africa must prioritize for future growth. And also, I will be talking about the major opportunities for India to collaborate with Africa. I hope everyone is listening now. Also, about the digital readiness and challenges. As everyone knows, there are many challenges, and of course, there are opportunities also. So, as you know, in Africa, Africa is having a young population. Over 60% of Africans are under 25 age. So this is a major advantage for a digital growth, which like a young population which can use all these tools, all the digital transformation tools and all this. Also, in Africa, over 650 million mobile users. This is one of the key that will help in digital marketing. A big, a big population with the young population using over 650 mobile users. So any agency or any company that would like to do a digital marketing to help them grow. So can be one of the important keys. Also, the growing urbanization cities. For example, I will take the example of Nairobi. I will take example of Kigali. I will take example of Johannesburg, one of the cities in South Africa, and Lagos, a city well known in Nigeria. Also, without forgetting the Cairo, the capital of Egypt. Growing fast, also smartphone penetration, this expands across the e-learning and also the financial technologies, the telemedicine, and the e-governance. Everything is focusing right now, and in this age, it's on electronics, on the digital time. I would like to bring also some of the key points, which are the challenges. One of the things is the digital divide, the urban area and from the rural area. You will find that in many cities, there are some important points that the rural areas are not completely connected with the urban areas. Like many governments are focusing only in the urban areas, which leads to forgetting the rural areas, and that isolate them completely from the development. And this will lead to that the country will not develop very fast. And this is not a good point for a country which want to develop completely. We cannot develop only by focusing on the urban areas, because the development of the country come first from the rural areas, then it will lead, then it will go to the urban areas, and completely you can develop all of this. Then also, I would like to share some opportunities for India. Like everyone knows, India has many points that can help to the development of African country, and it's vice versa. So in India, there are major points known as the AI, cloud computing, cyber defense, cyber security, the software engineering, as IT, all focusing in India. Not only in Africa, but there are many engineers are working in US, UK, and other countries. They are known as the most key development. So these opportunities can be bring to Africa and start a good point there. The infrastructure limitations. Many things in the infrastructure in Africa is not that much developed. Only in few countries, and this is represents around 20 to 30% only, which means we need more development and more focused area on the limited infrastructure development. Also about the technology, the limited data centers. In India, as one of the places known, in Mumbai, there is some data centers. In Bangalore, for example, there are data centers. In other states, also there are data centers, which are the hope of the data or the cloud, which can, the hope of the cloud. And if, for example, India choose one country in Africa as a bit developed, for example, South Africa, Nigeria, Rwanda, and other countries, just they can set up their data centers, which can control all the countries in Africa. So this will bring a big opportunities for India to expand their development or to expand their network. So I'm thinking this is a good opportunities for India and for the IT hub in India. One of the real examples which I was thinking about is South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, and Rwanda. There are excellent digital governance in Rwanda. Also, without forgetting the startups in Nigeria, and one of the richest African CEOs, it's as everyone knows, Aliko Dangote. Dangote is one of the billionaires in Africa, and even we can say in the world also we can see Dangote is one of the African people that having many startups, is controlling many startups, and also in Kenya, the mobile money is used in Africa, which leads to the financial technology, which currently it's being used in India, in everywhere in India. India is using the fintech technologies. For example, the UPI technology used here, the online banking, everything is digitally used in India here. Far away, we are growing with the digital transformation and change in Africa. So there are some key points. As mentioned, in Kenya, the M-Pesa app used, and also in Nigeria, the Flutterwave and the other payment gateways used to control the payment. Of course, there are some impact, and the impact is a bit little, as it can increase the financial inclusion, it can foster the development and cheaper transactions, and also reduce the corruption, as the payment will be directly, even to the government, directly from bank to bank. That will decrease the percentage of the corruption and will lead to the success and to the growth of the country. The digital skills and education. If the the digital part, it's almost controlled by the government. And if there are opportunities for those who are not in the cities, in urban area or in rural area. In urban area, people are open for the good education, but in rural area, if there are good opportunities for them to use the digital skills, so they can access the education by using internet and access for a good quality of education. So here are few points. 1 minute. Also, one of the points, which is healthcare. A country cannot grow only by focusing on other things and forgetting the healthcare. Healthcare is one of the major things that help in every country, even US, UK, India, or any other country in this planet. It helps for the growing. A population which is sick cannot develop. To do that, the healthcare centralization and digitalization, it helps even 3 times faster than the regular systems. So by focusing on this area, many Indians companies or many Indians companies or startup, I can say, they can set up their uh, hospitals or any small things that can help lead to the good healthcare centers. So this is a big opportunity also, not only for Africa, but it's good also for the development and the benefits of Africa and Indians companies also. Also, the agribusiness and other also factors that can lead to the development and the success of the collaboration between India and the countries that are in Africa. Of course, not only one or two or five countries. There are many countries. And between all these 54 countries in Africa, only few of them, I can say around 10% or 20%, which are having the good quality and the full digitalization. So this is a good focus point that many Indian companies or India and global can focus on it more rather than focusing on other countries. Because in this point, India is getting more chances, high benefits, and also there are no more difficulties in these steps. The governance and digital public services. The digital public services increase transparency and efficiency, which is, for example, in Rwanda, over 100% and 100 services are online. This is not only have done in 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. It took too much time to make it, but with the help of India, it can be twice or triple or 3 times more efficient by introducing these services or introducing many platforms that can help for the growth of the digitalization in African countries. One of the important things also the energy and infrastructure. For example, in South Africa, I'm bringing many examples in South Africa because South Africa is well known as the most developed country in Africa also. South Africa, Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, all these countries have been developed since a long time, and the leaders of these countries have suffered a lot to make this country now developed. If the people are not working hard, the country cannot be developed. And with the collaboration, with good collaboration of other countries, the country can be developed more. So by bringing this point, all other countries also can be developed. And India can have a good partnership, a long-term partnership, not a short-term, a long-term, which can lead to the collaboration and the friendship between two or more countries. In the next part, I'm going to talk about the impact of the global events on Africa and the digital transformation. Going back to 2019, 2020, during the COVID pandemic, the economic disruptions and the climate pressure have accelerated Africa's digital shift because that time, during the lockdown time, the most key lessons African countries learned is the digital systems that create national resilience, reducing reliance on fragile global supply chain and handling economic shock with digital tools. So by saying that of these three major lessons, so one of the things that important is the online education, continued the digital payment, increased the telemedicine expanded, and the remote work became common. So of course, as most of the countries are not developed, they suffered a lot from that pandemic. And the second lesson, as I mentioned, reducing reliance on fragile global supply chain, not only by focusing on other countries, focusing on Europe, focusing on US, even African countries can focus on themselves, focusing on this continent, which are having 54 countries, not four, not five, 54 countries. So this can help growing all the nations together, bringing together, staying together, developing together, and having a partnership, for example, with India, which India is also started having partnership for long back, but currently India is having a partnership with many African countries by supplying them in Central Africa, West and South African countries also. For example, we can mention Nigeria, we can mention the Central African, we can mention South African countries also. For South Africa, Uganda, Kenya, all these countries, Morocco, other countries also. So this is help for local tech manufacturers and increasing their growth. Also, African startup build health tech solutions. And by local digital platform replace international one. The third lesson I have mentioned it's handling economic shock with digital tools. The digitalization stabilized the banking, then the logistics, the governance services, healthcare, public communication, and so on. So by relying on these key points, we can modernize them one by one. The banking system, which is very important, but the banking system cannot work without the communication. Communication related to the technology which is in fintech, and the fintech, all this globally related to internet, which the internet it's not have that much quality. One of the key points, the internet. Internet is very lower, and the bandwidth is not that much good in Africa. So in India, I know that the 5G, and in next time there will be the sixth generation of internet, which can lead to high bandwidth of communication, which will result to faster data connection and data transmission. In the next part, I'll be going to talk about what Africa must prioritize for the future growth, like not only focusing on current growth, looking at the past, focusing on the future, or living the present, and then what Africa should plan for the future. There are almost 4 to 5 uh, priorities that every nation must focus on it, and specifically in Africa. First, the digital skills development, then improve the digital infrastructure, the cyber security, strengthen, and then build innovation ecosystems. This might feel like it's too much, but these are the foundation of the development of any country, and with specification in Africa and African countries in general. So by starting the digital skill development, now everyone is hearing that AI is everywhere, using AI in data analysis, using AI everywhere to make faster things. Even people who are analyzing the data using Excel, in everywhere, they are using AI. Why AI? Because AI is making things are faster 10 times plus. But the problem is in Africa, like few people are using AI, not only because they are not aware of AI, not only because they don't know AI, but the thing is, to know AI, you must know it very well. How you must know it from somewhere. To know it from somewhere, you need access to that skill. But if you don't have that skill, you cannot know it. So focusing on learn it, use it, and then it will be more useful to everywhere. Then securing the data and having access to the cloud, so you don't have centralized data only. You have decentralized data, you can access it everywhere, and this one of the points that can help for the development of every country. So I just want to know if you have any question, you can ask or you can type it on the chat. By continuing also the data science, the IoT infrastructure with embedded systems, smart TVs, smart homes, everything is automated, and this used in many countries, and by focusing in India, of course. Going ahead, the second and third priorities is about securing the data and improving the digital infrastructure. And also the fourth one is about the building innovation ecosystems. Here in India, you will see many startups, not only one, two, like 100 startups, 1,000 startups. You will see a big company, an IT companies. Like in every region, you will see a hub of many IT companies. Why? Because people are starting from small companies, not just thinking about the big companies. No way. You can start with small startups, 5 to 10 people. It's okay. You can start alone with your own startup. Then you start growing it. Don't think it's not easy. It's not easy, of course, but just be thoughtful of many things and stay focused on what you want to do. What and think how I'm going to be in next 10 days, how I'm going to be in 20, 30 days, and then 1 year, and so on. So by thinking like this, you have the mindset, and then you have the strength in your hand. Whatever will happen to you, you will continue only doing whatever you wanted to do. And of course, you will get some difficulties, but you will have also the support from many others people. And if India is going there, helping some people there, India can have the collaboration with these people. And by the time the small startup can become big companies. And while they become a big companies, the foundation is coming from India. And then India is the major point to become, and everything will rely on India. And that is a big opportunity for India. Of course, I can say. The future vision in Africa. Now, everything is in classic mode, and not, of course, in all countries. In some countries, like the farmers are using the regular methods, regular things. The students of the area in rural area are not having good education systems, the hospitals, like everything is not in a good thing. So the farmers, they can use AI, they can use the automations, they can use sensors to detect. the temperature that the plant needs. Not all the plants we need the full light, the full sunlight. Some need this just few of the sunlight. By using the sensors with embedded system in IoT and set up in cloud, they can get the full data set and then they can process it and restricting only the small amount of sunlight by covering the area with some restriction so that they can get only the amount of sunlight needed to grow the products from the farm. So this will help resolving the problems that farmers are facing. And with these technologies are already available in India, which is completely useful. I have visited many places here in India, and I was shocked like by looking at these technologies, which are completely useful and easy to setting up. And there back in Africa, also I have seen some countries like Niger, some countries like Sudan, also Cameroon. But in the farmers there, they are producing more, but the product that they are producing, if they are using only 10%, only 10% of the methods that used in India here, their product will double. So imagine if they are using 50% or 70% and setting up all the things correctly, that will be a huge and huge impact on what they are using. The students are in the rural area also not getting too much knowledge or too much or full education system. If they are using the online systems, the online education, they can stay in their place doing whatever they must to do and accessing the education system, even if it is 3 times in a week digitally and 2 or 3 times also by the regular system. It can help them, and day by day they can also having more access, and it can help them. The government deliver fast, transparent online services. This will help, of course, and also the African financial technology systems, if fully used, I will be sure that many countries, almost 40 out of 54 countries or 30 out of 54 countries, will be growing in less than 10 years completely. And this can be seen everywhere. And maybe some people will be shocked. How can this be true? I will tell you, it's not only sounds impossible because they have not started doing it. Some already started, but the majority have not started doing it. When they will start, they will not even realize it, how it is fast growing. So just what they need to do is start it, and the result will come. And the result is completely high. They will be shocked even by using the technologies used in India here. It is completely easy, but just need to start it, need to see it, and need the full collaboration from India and from the government in their countries, and then everything will set up and they will start completely doing it. There are many opportunities in Africa for India. As in the digital ID payment, for example, the Aadhaar payment is used here, then the PAN card is used here, which having unique identification for all Indians, the healthcare, telemedicine, the education system, the agriculture technology, and the renewable energies, which is almost used everywhere in India. IT hub and IT sectors also, the infrastructure development, mostly the real estate. In the real estate, I can say not that much will be helpful, but starting by small, after few years, it will be growing more. The start as the infrastructure, the real estate there, the infrastructure is not high. It's only small infrastructure. But in India, it's almost seen everywhere. Many real estate companies they are focusing on building high towers, but this will take too much time to start it in Africa. But still, it's one of the key points. For example, the digital ID for my country in Chad, before they used to the local or the regular system, the classic one, but they already started almost 7 years to build a new system, which is instead of Aadhaar, it is the NIC, the National Identification Card. It's used there, and this unique identification card is having the NNI, the National Number of Identification. It's unique. The same number it's used in driver license, the same number it's used in passport, the same number it's used everywhere for all of the people. So this system for other countries also which are not having, Indian companies or the Indian government can have collaborations with the other countries, and they can help them with their systems to set it up with the name of that system they want to do it, and they can continue it on it. So I'm thinking of this like I already spoken with some ambassadors and some high high people like they are in startups, they are in companies during many conferences and during many events which have been hosted in India here in Mumbai and also in Bangalore, in Delhi. In Delhi, I've spoken with already 3 ambassadors, including the ambassador of Chad Republic. So in my country, of my country, of course. And during one event happened in September, and also there are many people are not aware of that systems, but they still, once they have seen it, they were so curious about and so interested. But still, they need to talk with the government, and if the government agreed with their system, with that system, then they can have the collaboration and they can set it up if they have found it very good for the population. It These systems, the identification system, it helps the government to know the exact number of the population, the exact number of the population of the country which are overseas staying, and so on. So it will be easy for the country if there are resources to share for the population. They know the number of the population. They can share it if they are food supplies from the government side. They want to give it to the population. In which region they know that there are this number of population, this number of population of the country. So they send it easily, which can reduce the corruptions, uh, and they can be sure that this amount of things are already delivered to our population with this exact number. So, um, so this is one of the important things which I found in my research, and these are very important. Like every single country, and some countries, of course, they are finding not easy, but it's easy to implement it. Implementation of these tools, it sounds not easy, but it's completely easy. The education and skills. India is known as the IT sector around the globe. Even in US, you ask India, they will tell. You ask in UK, the same thing they will tell. In India is racing in these AI sectors, in these IT sectors in globally. And even with the global and global data centers in India is leading in technology sector. So this is a very important key point that focus on how India is using the smart technologies to focusing on developing and building smart and faster growing in technology, not only this, in healthcare, education, and so on. In agriculture also, as mentioned before, many technologies tools used and taking the product from the farmers, then processing it, then export it to other countries, and then one of the opportunities that there are fragile areas or soil that in many countries this can be used for agriculture sector, and if the if there is a collaboration between two countries, or a company want to set up there and using up there, so they can completely start whatever they want by contacting or by having collaboration with the country. And also, I just wanted to share all these few important key points. When I started by the digital skills, the digital infrastructure, the healthcare, which one of the important key. I will not take too much time, which is like it's important to give the key important points so that everyone should focus on them and knowing what is important, what's not important, and what are the opportunities. Specifically in cyber security, here in India, you will be seeing that many IT companies means securing the data. Securing the data is like fighting against the cyber threats. And fighting against the cyber threats, which recently I have submitted my research paper also in some conference and get accepted, which I'll be delivering other conferences also and many presentations there, which I've used already. One of the most one of the most fastest and most important tools, which is the DCS algorithm, the digital credential sniffing, which helped to see the vulnerabilities in all the systems and treat them or block the threats and help the further security of the systems. One important key point is the internet solutions in Africa and energy. Energy, which is green energy, internet, and then water supplying, and also the infrastructure. To do all this included in internet, the cloud, then the data centers, the healthcare, the tele healthcare, then all this is related to internet, the financial technology, the also what I can say, the banking, the online banking. All these systems are related by internet. They cannot access it only by internet. So the first solution is providing high speed internet everywhere in urban area or rural area. After this, it comes the other points, having the financial technology, the fintech, then securing these areas, then having the global and the global education for both rural areas and urban areas connected to other countries which can benefit from other knowledge for the education of the country. Then the remaining all it's come under this. So the internet, if the problem of internet is fixed, then other can come after one by one, and it will be resolved. And I'm fully sure that India has the capability, have more opportunities to do all this, and the collaboration between India and other countries can be more efficient. Already, India have collaboration with many countries in Africa, supplying many countries in Africa with food, supplying with other things, with like the agriculture tools and all other things. So just India should continue by doing this, starting new collaborations and founding many other countries. There are many, and these are just few, like Kenya, Rwanda, then Nigeria, then Egypt, and all the South Africa, all these countries, they are just the few. Those are the hope of Africa, the hope, I think, of Africa. But there are others also. So India should just focus on these other countries also. And so by having strong collaborations and between Africa and India, the continent will not only grow, it will lead also. And this growth, this development will be the result of India. And so by that, I would like to conclude with my research of this specific area, and I would like to thank you all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ali Asafi, for that inspiring and insightful talk. Your presentation beautifully has captured how emerging economies can harness technology to leapfrog barriers and shape their own digital future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Before we move ahead, let's just have a glimpse on some videos from YouTube that would give us more insights on the topic. Let's just share my screen. Give me a minute. Just let me know if I mute myself. Do you still hear the voice? Okay.
On sustainable engineering practices. Today, we'll explore the essence of sustainable,
we can hear you.
a discipline focused on designing systems that use resources wisely and minimize environmental impact. Sustainable engineering creates solutions that meet current needs while ensuring the well-being of future generations. In light of increasing environmental challenges, sustainability in engineering is crucial. By embracing sustainability, engineers can lead the way in creating a better, cleaner, and more equitable world. Stay with us as we delve into the critical role sustainable engineering plays in shaping our future and explore sustainable alternatives to traditional practices. To address these challenges, we must first understand the environmental impacts of traditional engineering. These have led to significant issues such as pollution, resource depletion, and climate change. Pollution from factories and vehicles contaminates our air and water, posing health risks. Overexploitation of natural resources like forests and water leads to habitat destruction and biodiversity loss. Burning fossil fuels and industrial emissions contribute to climate change, causing global temperatures to rise and leading to severe weather events. These impacts highlight the urgent need for sustainable engineering solutions. In the coming segments, we'll delve deeper into these issues and explore innovative solutions, unraveling the path to a more sustainable engineering future.
It's Hostinger's biggest ever Black Friday sale. Hostinger AI website builder plans now start at just 139 rupees a month. Go online in minutes with AI, plus get a domain name and extra months for free. Get 24/7 expert support and try it risk-free.
Let's examine City X, which faced severe environmental challenges due to traditional engineering practices. The city grappled with pollution and resource depletion, significantly impacting residents' quality of life. By exploring this case study, we gain a real-world perspective on the urgency of adopting sustainable engineering practices. As we move forward, you'll see a detailed account of City X's specific problems and their ramifications on the community. Now that we've introduced City X, let's delve deeper into its environmental challenges. Water pollution has reached alarming levels, making many water sources unsafe. Air quality has deteriorated, contributing to respiratory illnesses. Biodiversity in the region has dramatically declined, disrupting ecosystems and threatening species. These issues have tangible impacts on residents, causing health problems, reducing quality of life, and straining the economy. Addressing these problems isn't merely an option, it's an imperative. City X's plight is a stark illustration of what can go wrong without sustainable engineering. However, it's also a call to action. As we continue, we'll explore how sustainable engineering can offer real, impactful change, transforming City X and potentially any community facing similar challenges. To address City X's challenges, sustainable engineering offers innovative solutions that benefit both the environment and the community. These include integrating renewable energy sources, utilizing eco-friendly materials, and implementing efficient water management systems. By adopting these practices, we can reduce pollution, conserve resources, and improve overall quality of life. Sustainable engineering not only addresses environmental issues, but also creates economic opportunities and fosters social well-being. Next, you'll see how specific sustainable technologies make a difference in various sectors. Stay tuned to discover the transformative power of renewable energy. Today, we delve into the transformative power of renewable energy solutions. Harnessing natural energy sources is vital. Solar power, wind energy, and hydropower are at the forefront of clean, efficient energy production. Solar power captures the sun's energy, a truly abundant and renewable resource. Photovoltaic cells and solar panels convert sunlight into electricity, reducing our reliance on fossil fuels. With advancements in technology, solar energy is becoming increasingly efficient and accessible. Wind energy, harnessed through turbines, has shown immense potential in mitigating climate change. Wind farms across diverse landscapes convert kinetic energy from wind into electricity, providing a reliable and sustainable energy source. Hydropower, one of the oldest renewable energies, utilizes water flow to generate power. Dams and hydropower plants convert kinetic energy of flowing water into electricity, supporting water management and flood control. Integrating these sources creates a robust, sustainable energy infrastructure, reducing emissions and promoting economic growth. As we move forward, we'll see how solar, wind, and hydropower are implemented, showcasing their community and environmental impact. Next, we'll explore how energy-efficient designs and materials contribute to a greener future in sustainable building practices. Green building practices are transforming construction by focusing on energy efficiency, sustainable materials, and waste reduction. Energy-efficient buildings minimize energy consumption and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. By incorporating sustainable materials like recycled steel and bamboo, we decrease the demand for new resources and lower our environmental footprint. Waste reduction strategies like on-site recycling and composting ensure that less construction waste ends up in landfills. These practices highlight a broader commitment to sustainability, protecting our planet while promoting innovation in engineering. Next, we'll delve into water management innovations crucial in addressing global water crises. Stay tuned to learn more about effective water conservation, recycling, and stormwater management techniques. Water is one of our most vital resources, yet it's often mismanaged. In sustainable engineering, effective water management is paramount. Water management encompasses conservation, recycling, and stormwater management. Conservation involves reducing unnecessary water use by adopting practices like low-flow faucets, fixing leaks, and advocating for mindful consumption. These small steps can make a monumental impact when multiplied. Recycling water or water reuse treats wastewater for non-potable purposes, such as irrigation and industrial processes. This reduces demands on fresh sources and minimizes environmental strain. Stormwater management addresses urban runoff challenges. Solutions like rain gardens, permeable pavements, and green roofs help manage stormwater by allowing infiltration into the ground rather than overwhelming drainage systems. Combining these strategies creates comprehensive, sustainable water management, ensuring long-term viability and resilience against climate impacts. As we move forward, consider how these methods foster healthier communities and ecosystems. Effective water management is more than a technical challenge. It's a commitment to sustainable living. Next, we'll explore innovative transportation solutions that revolutionize urban mobility and reduce environmental footprints. Next, let's focus on transportation's role in sustainability. Traditional modes have degraded the environment, but innovative solutions are leading us to a greener future. Public transportation systems, including buses, trains, and subways, reduce individual vehicles on the road, cutting emissions and traffic congestion. Electric vehicles, EVs, represent a monumental shift, producing zero emissions while driving. Advances in battery technology and charging infrastructure are making EVs more accessible. Sustainable transportation also includes enhanced bicycle infrastructure. Bike lanes and bike-sharing programs promote healthier, active lifestyles. Cycling reduces our carbon footprint and eases urban road burdens. These innovations improve urban mobility and make cities safer and more pleasant. Embracing public transit, EVs, and cycling infrastructure builds sustainable cities for future generations. As we move forward, you'll see these solutions in real-world scenarios, transforming cities and communities. CityX implemented a comprehensive strategy to embed sustainable engineering practices. This began with meticulous planning, detailing steps for transition to cutting-edge technologies. Renewable energy projects like solar and wind farms replaced fossil fuel reliance. Green building initiatives focused on energy efficiency and reduced waste, transforming the urban skyline. Improved water management systems conserved resources and ensured clean water. Community involvement played an essential role. Residents were informed and engaged at every stage, ensuring solutions were technically sound and embraced by those benefiting most. Local leaders facilitated workshops, public forums, and educational campaigns to foster a culture of sustainability. Adoption of new technologies started with small pilot projects to demonstrate feasibility. As confidence and support grew, the scale of implementation expanded. Community feedback guided refinements. This iterative process ensured each improvement was tailored to the city's unique needs. CityX became a living laboratory for sustainable engineering, realizing immediate benefits like lower energy costs, cleaner air, and resilient infrastructure. Its journey exemplifies the power of collective action and innovative thinking. Next, we'll explore the outcomes and impacts of these efforts, offering valuable lessons for other communities. CityX's transformation is remarkable. Embracing sustainable engineering practices led to cleaner air, rejuvenated water bodies, and restored green spaces, sparking economic growth. Local businesses thrived, new jobs were created, and the city's attractiveness soared, drawing tourists and investors. Beyond tangible benefits, residents experience better quality of life, fostering a sense of pride and community spirit. Sustainable practices aren't merely about survival, they're about flourishing. CityX stands as an inspiring testament to what is possible when innovative engineering meets unwavering commitment. As we move forward, you'll see how other cities draw lessons from CityX, paving unique paths toward sustainability. Let's appreciate how positive changes can transform a city and its people's lives. Despite successes, CityX faced challenges during the implementation of sustainable practices. Navigating regulatory hurdles, securing consistent funding, and ensuring community buy-in were significant obstacles. These trials offered invaluable lessons. For example, fostering greater community engagement from the onset can streamline projects and enhance local support. Developing flexible funding strategies and advocating for policy changes can mitigate financial and regulatory challenges. CityX aims to refine these approaches to further improve and expand sustainable initiatives. Next, you'll see how global examples of sustainable engineering continue to inspire change and innovation worldwide. Let's explore global examples of innovative sustainable engineering projects making a significant impact. In Denmark, the island of Samsø generates all its electricity from renewable energy. becoming a model for transitioning to 100% renewable energy. In the Netherlands, advanced water management systems combine technology and natural defenses to sustainably prevent floods. In India, Bangalore's rainwater harvesting program conserves water and reduces urban flooding, providing clean water and serving as a blueprint for water-stressed regions. New Zealand's living buildings generate more energy than they consume and treat wastewater, pushing sustainable architecture boundaries. Kenya's Greenbelt movement combats deforestation and soil erosion by planting millions of trees, revitalizing lands, and improving local economies. These examples show that sustainable engineering is happening globally, making a tangible difference. Each project showcases human ingenuity and determination to create a more sustainable future. Next, you'll see more inspiring innovations and the critical role of engineers in shaping a sustainable world. Engineers play a crucial role in promoting sustainability. Their skills in designing energy-efficient buildings and implementing renewable energy solutions minimize environmental impact. Engineers must be knowledgeable in green technologies, sustainable materials, and innovative practices. This specialized skill set promotes environmental well-being and ensures economic and social benefits. The long-term impact of their work will benefit future generations, making it essential for engineers to lead with a vision of sustainability. Next, you'll see how the education system prepares aspiring engineers for these vital roles. For those interested in sustainable engineering, various educational pathways are available. Specialized courses offer in-depth knowledge in areas like renewable energy and green technology. Certifications can enhance your credentials and demonstrate commitment to sustainability. Numerous online and in-person programs provide flexible learning options. Career opportunities in sustainable engineering are growing rapidly, with industries prioritizing eco-friendly solutions. Fields like renewable energy, sustainable construction, and environmental consulting are in high demand. By pursuing education in sustainable engineering, you're advancing your career while contributing to a healthier planet. Next, you'll see how education leads to impactful careers in the field. The field of sustainable engineering is constantly evolving. Emerging technologies and innovative practices shape the future, from advancements in renewable energy to groundbreaking materials science. Imagine cities powered by sustainable sources, buildings that generate energy, and water systems that reuse efficiently.
So you just mentioned that you want to learn Python. So do
All right, that was a great video. Let's just take 5 more minutes and then we will move on to global awards. I will just inform the participants to join. Till then, if you are in connect with the participants who have applied for the global awards, please let them know that we will be starting in 5 minutes.
We would like to hear it from the audience also that about the session, if anyone is interested to talk anything about the session. Meanwhile.
Any participants want to share the feedback?
Mr. Manjit Singh is always there with us in all our FDPs and all the sessions. If Mr. Manjit Singh would like to say anything about it. He's actively participated in our various webinars, FDPs. So, Mr. Manjit Singh, would you like to say anything? We also have Dr. Mudassar here, who is actively participated with us. Dr. Mudassar, can you hear me? Dr. Syed Mudassar. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yes, Sabha, you're audible.
Anyone who would like to say about the session?
No one?
I guess not.
All right, then shall we move ahead?
Yes, please. I think we can do that.
All right, just give me a minute. Let me know if you all can see my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, Zarreen, it is.
All right, so now we move to one of the most awaited segments of our event, the Global Academic Awards 2025. It gives me immense pride to welcome you to the fifth edition of the BrightHawk Global Academic Excellence Award 2025, a ceremony dedicated to honoring distinguished academicians and researchers who have gone above and beyond in shaping education and innovation. These awards are instituted by the Education Overview, Global Foundation for Education and Future Skills, along with BrightHawk InfoTech Solutions, and definitely, yes, Trinity, who has supported us in collaborating this event with the webinar. So let's move ahead. Since the inception of BrightHawk, Global Awards have recognized more than 250 educators and researchers worldwide, honoring dedication, scholarship, and leadership that makes learning meaningful. Today, we continue this proud legacy by celebrating educators and scholars who embody excellence in every sense, those who teach with heart, lead with vision, and inspire through action. So let's go ahead to our first category, Lifetime Achievement Award, which is received by Dr. Jilani Dilip Batukre. Dr. Jani is a distinguished academician and researcher currently serving as Associate Professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering and Government Engineering College, Dahood, Gujarat. With a career spanning over 2 decades in higher education, he has contributed significantly to the fields of thermal engineering, renewable energy, systems, and hybrid cooling technologies. Dr. Jani has completed his PhD from prestigious Indian Institution of Technology, Roorkee, where his doctoral work focused on the performance analysis of solid descent and vapor compression hybrid air conditioning system. He has published extensively in leading international journals, authored a book with Springer, and reviewed research for more than 30 global scientific journals. His expertise covers renewable energy, transient simulations, artificial neural networks, thermal system design, and sustainable cooling technologies. Dr. Jani has also guided multiple postgraduate and doctoral scholars, delivered expert lectures, and contributed to numerous national and international conferences across countries including China, South Korea, Japan, and UK. Beyond research, he has played vital administrative roles, including campus director, newsletter editor, and member of key institutional committees. His commitment to academic excellence, innovation, and engineering education continues to inspire students, researchers, and institutions alike. We proudly honor Dr. D.B. Jani for his outstanding contributions to education, engineering, research, and sustainable technological advancement. Do we have him here? Can we hear from him? Dr. D. Bejani. And Dr. D. Bejani, do we have you here? All right, I don't think he's here. Let's continue further. The next award that we have is for Exemplary Educationist Award. It goes to Dr. Ajeet Usmani. Dr. Ajeet Usmani is a highly accomplished academician and researcher, presently serving as the head of the Department of Management Studies in Don Bosco Institute of Technology, New Delhi. With over 2 decades of academic and corporate experience, he has trained hundreds of executives and professionals across India. Dr. Usmani holds a PhD in human resource management and has published more than 50 research papers and authored 5 books in the field of HR and organizational behavior. His leadership, curriculum innovation, and deep understanding of human dynamics have inspired both students and institutions to achieve higher standards of excellence. Congratulations, Dr. Ajeet Usmani, for your outstanding contribution to management, education, and leadership. Do we have Mr. Ajeet Usmani?
I would like to, yes, ma'am, good morning, good afternoon. I would like to thank BrightHawks and their management for giving this award. I am very much obliged, and I wish that the award which is given to me in the category, I should carry it forward also. Now I'm just traveling to Manali, so I will be unable to say more. But the selection criteria and all the things that was done by BrightHawk under Dr. Sabha was very good, and I appreciate all the winners also, and I appreciate the managing committee, the organizer, for selecting me and doing such a wonderful job for the education field and giving the prize to those persons who are contributing in the field of different education. So thanks a lot. Thank you very much for giving this award. I am very much obliged and thankful to all the organizer and the committee member. So that's all I can say because I'm not in Delhi, out of Delhi. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next category that we have is Exemplary Educationist Award that goes to Dr. Priya Wahab. Dr. Priya Wahab is an assistant professor at Christ College, Pune, and is a dedicated educationist with over 24 years of teaching experience. Her work encompasses English literature, gender studies, and social awareness, fostering sensitivity and critical thinking among students. She has served as NSS area coordinator for Savitribai Phule Pune University, organizing multiple youth-centric social outreach programs. Dr. Wahab has published widely presented papers at national and international forums and continued mentoring young scholars with passion and empathy. Her career is a reflection of academic excellence blended with community leadership. We proudly honor Dr. Priya Wahab with the Exemplary Educationist Award. Do we have her here? Dr. Priya? Dr. Priya?
Just hold on 2 minutes. She's on her way. She's coming.
All right, we'll wait for a minute. And I guess we have Dr. Jani back. We just presented your award, sir. Do you want to say anything to the audience?
Okay, I am available, madam. Thank you.
Meanwhile, Ms. Priya Wahab joins us. Let us present again the award to Dr. D.B. Jani. The Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Dr. Jani Dilip Batukre. Dr. D.B. Jani is a distinguished academician and researcher currently serving as an associate professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering and Government Engineering College, Dahod, Gujarat. With a career spanning over 2 decades in higher education, he has contributed significantly to the fields of thermal engineering, renewable energy systems, and hybrid cooling technologies. Dr. Jani has completed his PhD from the prestigious IIT Roorkee, where he is
Respected madam, my institute is Government Engineering College, Bhavnagar. By mistake, you have put here Dahod. So please improve the same. Thank you.
Of course, sir, we would. He has completed his PhD from IIT Roorkee, where his doctoral work focused on the performance analysis of solid descent and vapor compression hybrid air conditioning system. He has published extensively in leading international journals, authored a book with Springer, and reviewed research from more than 30 global scientific journals. His expertise cover renewable energy, transient simulation, artificial neural networks, thermal and system design, and sustainable cooling technologies. Dr. Jani has also guided multiple postgraduate and doctorate scholars, delivered expert lectures, and contributed to numerous national and international conferences across countries including China, South Korea, Japan, and UK. Beyond research, he has played vital administrative roles, including campus director, newsletter editor, and member of key institutional committees. His commitment to academic excellence, innovation, and engineering education continues to inspire
Most
students,
of the
researchers, and institutions alike.
so as the research highlights from the various researchers of the India. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Do we have Dr. Wahab joined?
No, she's not here. We'll move forward till she comes.
All right, we have one more exemplary educationist award that goes to G. Shailaja, Assistant Professor of English in Narishma Reddy Engineering College, Hyderabad, and an ardent research scholar in Yale University, embodies a rare blend of.
Zarreen, screen is not visible.
Okay, just a moment. Is it visible now?
No, not yet.
I think there's some issue. Just one moment. All right. Okay, we have Dr. Shailaja's picture with us. Actually, we have received her award category very last moment. So let's just go ahead with her. Dr. G. Shailaja, Assistant Professor of English in Narishma Reddy Engineering College. She has an academic brilliance and human warmth. Her journey in education has been defined by a deep commitment to guiding students from confusion to clarity, from the darkness of doubt to the light of wisdom. The devotion has not only transformed countless lives but also earned her the distinction of being honored twice as the best faculty by St. Peter's Engineering College, Hyderabad, and Nation Builder Award from Rotaract Club Hyderabad chapter. Her scholarly pursuits extend far beyond the classroom with influential research published in national and international forums, concentrating on feminism, women's discrimination, and the suffocating social codes that stifle individuality. Her work gives voice to silenced experiences and underscores the universal longing for dignity, equality, and freedom. Beyond research, she thrives as a speaker and collaborator, engaging with communities that view literature as a catalyst for change. For her, each student she mentors and each idea she explores becomes a step towards building a brighter, freer, and more compassionate world. Do we have Ms. Shailaja here?
Thank you. Thank you for your uh, brief introduction about me. I feel it great pleasure as you people have considered me as the best faculty. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Just give me a minute. We'll go on to the what. Do we have Priya Wahab joined yet? Should we continue?
Yes, she's joined.
All right. Dr. Priya Wahab, can we have a word from you for the audience?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there. I'm very much there. Thank you.
All right, so the Exemplary Educationist Award, the another Educationist Award goes to Dr. Priya Wahab, Assistant Professor at Christ College, Pune. She's a dedicated educationist with over 24 years of teaching experience. Her work encompasses English literature, gender studies, and social awareness, fostering sensitivity and critical thinking among students. She has served as NSS Area Coordinator for Savitribai Phule Pune University, organizing multiple youth-centric social outreach programs. Dr. Wahab has published widely presented papers at national and international forums and continues to mentor young students with passion and empathy. Her career is a reflection of academic excellence blended with community leadership. We are proudly honored to have Dr. Priya Wahab with us.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this introduction. It was a splendid time that we had. Last time I had a good time with BrightHawk. I attended some of the FDP's programs and all, and it's an honor to receive this award from this prestigious institute. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Next, we have Dr. Pratima Srivastav. Do we have her here? Dr. Pratima Srivastav. All right. The Outstanding Teacher Award goes to Dr. Pratima Srivastav. She serves as an assistant professor, Department of Biotechnology at Arka Jain University. With over 14 plus years of teaching and research experience, she has excelled in plant biotechnology, environmental science, and neurodegenerative disorders. Her scholarly work includes publications in reputed peer-reviewed journals and research guided towards sustainable scientific innovation. She is actively involved in faculty development, mentoring, and awareness campaigns that promote environmental stewardship. Her contribution to biotechnology education and her nurturing mentorship truly define what it means to be an outstanding teacher. Congratulations, Dr. Pratima Srivastav. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm Dr. Pratima. I'm very thankful and uh, feeling very happy listening to what you are saying about me. And it is a great opportunity to get associated. And I'm overwhelmed getting the award. And I'm very thankful for the positive words that you have spoken for me. This biotechnology has always been a charm for me, and it is like a multidisciplinary work. I've been associated with people from various disciplines that can be commerce and management or even literature. And in future also would like to do work in the field of biotechnology and other associated disciplines, bringing up new minds with innovative research and scholarly work. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Next, we move ahead to another exemplary teacher award that goes to Dr. Shaheen Fatima. Dr. Shaheen Fatima is a highly regarded assistant professor at Arka Jain University, bringing a blend of scholarship and passion to her teaching in English literature and communication. She has published numerous papers in UGC care and peer-reviewed journals, contributed to edited volumes, and actively participated in academic conferences. Her classroom methodology promotes cultural understanding and analytical excellence, inspiring students to connect literature with contemporary global issues. Congratulations to Dr. Shaheen Fatima. Do we have her here?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
We would like to hear from you, ma'am.
Okay, first of all, I take this privilege to take this platform to thank BrightHawk and all the associates associated with it for considering me and giving me this opportunity to, to award me. These words of appreciation really means a lot to me, and I hope I'm able to, live up to the expectation of all of my work, of all my good work which I've done earlier. Literature has forever been a kind of guiding and guiding force for me to bring about a change, to reflect upon the society and bring about a revolutionary change in the society so that the people ahead can understand the glory of the past. And once again, I thank Saba ma'am, Zarreen ma'am, and rest all associated with BrightHawk to have considered me and for awarding me for my contribution towards literature.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, we have Dynamic Teacher Award that goes to Dr. Namrata Suresh Alhat. Dr. Namrata Suresh Alhat is an accomplished academician and associate professor at PDA's Anantrao Pawar College, Pirangat, Mulchi. With 15 years of dedicated teaching experience in English literature, she has consistently inspired students with her deep subject knowledge, innovative pedagogy, and compassionate mentoring. She holds an MA SET qualification and a PhD in English literature and continues to expand her academic horizon by pursuing LLB alongside additional qualifications such as MSCIT and a short-term course in animation from Hong Kong Polytechnic University. Her multidisciplinary approach brings creativity, critical thinking, and global exposure to the classroom. Dr. Alhat has published 14 research papers at national and international levels, reflecting her strong research orientation and contribution to literary studies. She has completed refresher and orientation courses and has actively participated in multiple faculty development programs, demonstrating her commitment to continuous learning and academic excellence. With the institution, she plays vital roles across various committees, including admissions, NSS, Women Redressal Cell, Medical Committee, Feedback Committee, and Criterion. She also contributes significantly to academic processes as a paper setter, examiner, junior supervisor, and internal examiner for undergraduate courses. Her dedication, integrity, and leadership have made her an invaluable part of the academic community. We proudly honor Dr. Namrata Suresh Alhat for her exceptional service, scholarly achievements, and unwavering commitment to empowering learners through literature and education. Do we have Dr. Namrata?
Yes, ma'am. Am I
We would
audible?
like to hear from you. Yes, you are.
Good afternoon, all. I'm deeply grateful for the recognition of this work. This award as a milestone would not have been possible without the constant support, guidance, and encouragement from my parents, mentors, principal, and faculty of my college, and my friends. A big thank you to BrightHawk team for believing me in and motivating me to continue striving for excellence. Thank you once again. Though my voice is not my throat is a sore throat I'm having because I was in Malaysia for a conference. Thank you so much. Thank you once again.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much, ma'am. Next, we have Outstanding Research Scholar Award. Okay, this is an interesting one. Both the awardees are named Abhisha. So let's go one by one. Mrs. Abhisha A. She is a dedicated and student-centered academician committed to building supportive and engaging learning environments for young learners with a strong foundation in computer science and management. She brings a unique interdisciplinary strength to her teaching and mentoring. She holds a bachelor's degree in computer science engineering, an MBA with dual specialization in HR and marketing, and is currently pursuing her PhD at Nesamani Memorial Christian College, Bertindam. Her research interest spans AI applications in education, green entrepreneurship, and digital innovation, with multiple paper presentations reflecting her growing scholarly influence. Ms. Abhisha has consistently demonstrated excellence in classroom management, curriculum planning, and student mentorship. Skilled in technical schools, programming, research methodologies, and academic writing, she blends technological proficiency with strong communication and leadership qualities. Her vision for education emphasizes creativity, digital awareness, sustainability, and empowering students to adapt to emerging global trends. With her passion for teaching, dedication to continuous learning, and commitment to student success, she represents a new generation of inspiring educators. We proudly honor Ms. Abhisha A for her promising academic contributions and her dedication to shaping future-ready learners. Do we have Ms. Abhisha here?
Yes, ma'am.
We would like to hear from you, ma'am.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for the kind introduction. I'm truly honored to receive the Outstanding Research Scholar Award. My sincere thanks to the organizers for considering me for this recognition. And also, I thank my mentors, colleagues, and everyone who has supported and guided me throughout this research journey. This honor truly inspires me to continue striving for excellence in my work. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Ms. Abhisha. All right. Another one Outstanding Research Scholar Award again to Mrs. Abhisha Lalini. So similar names. Mrs. Abhisha Lalini V is an emerging academic and research professional specializing in management and digital marketing. She currently pursues her PhD at Manumonium Sundaran University. Please, apologies if I'm not pronouncing it properly. Having earned her MPhil and MBA from Nesamani Memorial Christian College, Marthandam. Her research contributions explore modern marketing behaviors and technology applications in consumer engagement, with notable presentations on topics such as AI ethics in higher education, social media advertising in FMCG, and digital consumer behavior. She has authored a book chapter on the impact of social media advertising in the FMCG sector and participated in numerous national and international conferences. Beyond research, Mrs. Abhisha Lalini has served as an assistant professor at Bethlehem Institute of Engineering and Arunachala College of Engineering for Women, where she mentored students in management and business innovation. Her academic drive, research rigor, and dedication to women's education make her a truly deserving recipient of the Outstanding Research Scholar Award. Do we have Mrs. Abhisha here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
We would like to hear from you, ma'am.
yes, ma'am. Very good afternoon, one and all present here. I am Abhishek Lalni, research scholar. First of all, I thankful to Dr. Mrs. Sabha ma'am for your full support, motivations, and your speed response for me. And I feel thankful the Bright Tech High Tech Global Academic for this Excellence Award 2025. I am very thankful to all the participants and the convenience of this award functions. Thank you so much for your interaction, ma'am. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you so much. As we close the fifth edition of BrightHawk Global Academic Excellence Award and our two-day international webinar on sustainable development, digital transformation, and impact on global events, we take immense pride in celebrating educators and researchers who embody excellence, innovation, and integrity. Each awardee has demonstrated that teaching is not merely a profession, it's a lifelong mission of shaping lives and empowering communities. As we near the conclusion of this two-day journey of learning and collaboration, I would like to thank our partner institutions, Trinity Institute, Saket Institute, and StepUp Solutions, and all our distinguished speakers and paper presenters and awardees. We still have awards for the best presenter and best paper that would be announced shortly on our social media platforms as well as our websites. So stay tuned for that. And most importantly, our enthusiastic participants from around the globe. Thank you so much. On behalf of BrightHawk InfoTech Solutions Private Limited, thank you for being part of this meaningful experience. We look forward to more such collaborations that continue to empower education digitally and globally. All the awardees, all the participants, please note you would be receiving your certificates as well as your awards within 2 weeks digitally, and the awards that goes to the global awards nominees that would be received within 10 days. Any questions for me? Any questions for me? Any feedbacks from the participants? I would really like to hear from you all. All right, Manjeet Singh has a feedback. I'll just read it out. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am. I'm currently in the library. I would like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank the organizing team for conducting such informative sessions, including FDPs and webinars regularly. I'm truly glad to participate in each of them and would like to express my appreciation for this wonderful initiative, which greatly contributes to our learning and professional growth. I'm really thankful to BrightHawk for listening our feedback constantly and organizing such events on our demands. Thank you very much, Sabha ma'am and her whole team. Sabha ma'am, this was for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, we are very thankful about all the awardee for the Bright Hawk Institute for providing us a platform for motivate the research and academic activity for the different researchers of the different parts of the country. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jani. All right, if there's nothing else, thank you so much, Trinity. Thank you so much, Saket. Thank you so much, StepUp Solutions. And I'll see you all again very soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zarreen. See you soon.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you.